Guys, I'm not a fan of Windows, but at times I have to use it and you have to use it. So let us see how we can make the experience of Windows 10 a little bit faster. I installed Windows 10 a few days ago and I found that it was quite slow, so I had to do quite a few things to make it a bit faster. So this is Windows 10, this is Mountain Lion, and this is Windows 7, which works quite okay. And I typically use it only with Oracle applications. So all those people who are using Oracle applications might be able to gear up their Windows 10 for Oracle applications, though there is still no certification. Okay, so the first thing is the Windows update. For some strange reason, Microsoft has removed the option to stop the Windows update. And the Windows update would keep looking for background download if there are any updates available, and it will also install it when you are not using the computer, but still the downloads will happen when you are using the computer and it will make your system quite slow. If you want to stop the downloads, just go to administrative tools, go to services and locate the Windows update service. Go down until you find in W Windows update. Just shoot this service down, stop it and disable it. Only when you have very spare time, you want to do the update, just enable this service, carry out all the updates and again you can turn it off. Second thing you should do is there is another service called background intelligent transfer. That intelligence actually works mostly for Microsoft and not for the user. So go to administrative tools, go to services again, go to background intelligent transfer service. It keeps on providing some information from background to Microsoft. So just disable and stop it. And there are quite a few other services, but it would be quite difficult to go hunting for those services, and you might be able to get a good listing on several websites as to what services you might not require. The next step, you can turn off Windows Defender. Also makes Windows very slow. Although it is a necessary utility and does a useful job of checking files for viruses, you can adopt a strategy wherein you can turn off Defender whenever you are doing a very intensive job, and then you can turn it on again. So like Windows, go to Windows Defender settings, real-time protection is on here. You may turn it off for some time for intensive jobs. Perform all your jobs unless they are risky, and you will get a warning like this. That's fine. And whenever you are done with a job which you know it is safe but it's going to take a lot of resource, then you can turn this off. At other times you can keep it on. Turn off all the animations. The animations that Windows gives you, it's actually not an animation, it's a mockery of animations. So anyways, even if you keep those animations enabled, I don't think it actually adds to the beauty of Windows. So just go ahead and remove those animations. The way to do it is go to advanced Windows settings, or okay, let us remove this word, advanced system settings. Okay, so go there, check on these settings, and you can disable several animation settings here, but keep certain settings so that Windows does not lose its beauty. Like if you remove the shadows behind the windows, it will actually look not so good. Then if you do not allow smoothing the edges of the screen fonts, it would actually look very ugly. So keep the animations or keep the effects only to the extent that retain the beauty of Windows, and all the animations that are unnecessary you can just check them off. You can also give a command U
Always scan this section.
and go to use computer without display and check the turn off all unnecessary animations when possible. This will make Windows faster. Next thing is, if your Windows boot is much slower, then go to startup, go to task manager and go to startup and disable what all applications you can possibly disable unless you are really using them. If you do not use certain applications, just disable them. The live tiles, whenever you go to start screen, there are several tiles and some of them could be live tiles like weather, etc. And if you are running really a slow system, that will add as an overhead. So you can just right click and turn the tile off. Here it is already off. So if I make it on, it is going to run the tile and show the weather, but instead I would rather keep it off. Turning off unnecessary services. There is a good amount of listing over the web of what services you might not require. You can do a little bit of research and find there are several too many services that Windows is running which an average user does not require. So just do that. And with all these, your Windows experience, or at least the speed, will be much better, especially for the Oracle users who don't really want to use Windows in any other functions but just to run Oracle. Thank you. Bye bye.